not
tweaking.
to get too precious with this stuff,
But it is precious.
it really is,
It
right?
really is.
It's meaningful. This is not just my career, but this is a massive component and aspect of my life. Right? I found so many great friends. I found some terrible friends at the same time in the cigar world. But it's such a big thing that it is precious to a point. And I love being able to share all those stories and sort of that ideology behind it. We held for the train. Trains are great. Trains brought tobacco all throughout America.
They did.
Right? Thank God we have that.
We started the interview and we never talked about how did I meet Ryan.
Let's hear that
Years
story.
ago. Again, we're talking about Cigars on the Avenue with Don. And I met Ryan, more than 15
It had
years
to be
15.
Wait, whoa.
you-
sometime
Before that.
between 2008 and 2012. So I went to college at Rollins College, right around there. We were in town around the same time, and I learned so much about tobacco from this guy. We did a lot of early events. There's historical photos back in the day of me wearing a hat, not dissimilar to that, but much lower quality, blowing a trumpet at a Kentucky Derby event. It was a fun event we did together, but we've been buddies, yeah.
Wow, I don't want to talk
15
about
years.
the details of that event.
Yeah, I don't remember
That
the
was
details.
Epic. That was epic.
He said that was epic, so we can talk about that off camera.
It wouldn't be on camera. We wouldn't be able to talk about it on camera.
It's not that kind of content.
No, not at all.
That's behind the paywall.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that.
Yeah, but I know Ryan for a lot of years, and good person.
Likewise.
Good person.
And enjoys the cigars. That's what brings us all together. All this around a cigar. You know?
If it wouldn't have been because of the cigar, I probably would have never met you.
Exactly, yeah.
You hear that a
Certainly
lot.
not.
Yeah, you hear that a lot. You know, that's the other thing about cigars and being in a lounge. I really believe this is so true, is that it's the place where you could meet somebody with opposing views
Yep.
and not become a fighting match,
Yeah.
not going to your corner, so to speak. You actually will be able to hear that person and actually can agree with maybe some things that person say. This is what is lost in what's going on in the world, not just today, but always. And that Cigar Lounge, we say equalizer. I just think we're human again, you know?
Well, it's the place you go to celebrate your victories, to lick your wounds and defeats sometimes, or to just spend a day. And it's always that great reset. You know the audience, you're going to get there. And we know each other throughout years and years, and there's so many people in cigar lounges like that. I probably didn't see you for 4 years?
Yeah.
It doesn't
in a
matter.
row once. It's like no time passed.
Exactly.
And there's so much of that. One of my good buddies that I've smoked cigars with for a long time, he recently got diagnosed with Parkinson's, which is a hard hand to be dealt.
Yeah.
But he went to the Cigar Lounge because he knew there was that community that would support him.
That support.
He knew that there were these people that he's known for years.
Yes.
And he can fit back in, and that is a sense of normalcy
Yes.
that you get a cigar lounge.
It's a peace territory. You can
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah, it's neutral ground.
Even playing field, neutral ground, Switzerland, whatever you want to call it. It's great. I mean, they really are magical places.
It is.
And I think you hear that across any lounge and any place that you go. That's the one thing that's the common thread,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, that's
this.
the beautiful thing of these two. So we call them brick and mortar stores, right?
Right.
Back to the logistics of this as a business. And there's so much that you want to do in service of those to have that. And I know a lot of cigar smokers complain about online sales and things like that. And yeah, it's changing things, right? Amazon started as a bookstore,
Yeah.
and now it's Amazon, right? I think the cool thing with online sales in cigars is we're getting these in the hands of people who might not have a shop near them, who might not be able to have a place sustain enough business to get it regularly. And I like looking at it in that beautiful way of we're getting these in people's hands that otherwise they wouldn't have them, but they want to be part of that same experience. And you know, so many people go online to Discords or Reddits or chat boards.
Yes.
And that's another thing that I love about Oliva is we are always one of those brands that is spoken highly of. You know, internet strangers celebrate somebody smoking an Oliva for the first time and they say, oh, you've made it. You're smoking cigars now. And it's a really cool thing that I get to be part of that story.
It's a Leave a Nation.
Exactly, it's true. I go out and I do events, especially in Florida, but sometimes around the country. We do these big multi-vendor events, which is where you have different cigar companies, and it's a hub for cigar fans to come.
Yes.
And a lot of those people, they're the online cigar fans. They're saving up. They're spending their hard-earned money to go to these events for a day, for 2 days, for 3 days, however long it is, to celebrate this culture. So I like that in that online component, we're able to get the same beautiful product into their hands.
It's true.
I think it's important.
And a lot of people don't understand that. I've been to cities that for you to drive to a cigar lounge, you got to be 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Usually, yeah.
So I mean, online, it really does good.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. So some people are ticked off that it's the online is doing so well.
Yeah, it's
because
hard.
it
The
takes
prices
away.
are different. Things
Yeah,
are,
yeah.
things are whatever. But that's commerce. That's the
It's
nature
okay,
of commerce.
Yeah, that's fine. It's okay.
You can find the cigar online probably cheaper than it is in a brick and mortar.
Yeah.
But what you can't get is live action
That lounge.
that happens in a cigar lounge. So,
Oh, yeah.
they're both important because you can't always get to the cigar lounge, like you said, and, that's great, but I'm real big, and we've talked about this. When you go to a cigar lounge, support
Yeah.
the lounge.
Not only that, but in a cigar lounge, your knowledge of cigars expands because you start talking about
Exactly. You're
this
not in a
cigar, that
vacuum.
cigar.
You're
Yeah,
you're with
exactly.
people.
So,
and you
I
might
mean-
disagree. You go, I don't like that cigar at
Yes.
all. You go, why do you like it?
Right.
And you go, oh, I don't like tuna salad sometimes.
Yeah.
But, I'm not going to judge somebody who likes tuna salad. I'm not going to say, oh, you're an idiot. That's disgusting food. I just don't like it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And with some of them were set in our ways, and some old school will give you a hard time with certain ones, but hey, it's all in fun. No one's going away mad.
Yeah. Well, and some of my richest friendships have started and continue to grow in cigar lounges. I mean, one of my good buddies, I was a groomsman at his wedding. I met this kid at a cigar lounge. One of my good friends, he hadn't talked to his father for a while, and he said, oh, my dad likes cigars. We were talking about cigars. I took him to some cigar lounges. I got him some Oliva product.
Yes.
And he went, I smoked this with my dad, and they were in a Dallas-Fort Worth area, DFW. And he said, I hadn't talked to my dad in years. And I smoked this cigar with him, and I told him some of the stories you told me. And now they have a relationship again. And that's something that these things can do.
awesome.
They can bridge the gaps of time,
It does.
right? You can disagree with somebody, but at the end of the day, you still want another cigar, and you're going to come back. And if you see that guy, you're not going to go, hey. You're going to go, hey, I know we got a little wild there.
Yeah.
But some of my
okay.
richest friendships come out of those places.
Definitely.
And you learn a lot about people because it's it's an open conversation,
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
Scientifically, cigars, nicotine, magnesium, these are all things that we'll go to the health food store, buy pills to take
Well,
to relax.
true.
But we're relaxed when we're having these conversations with people.
That's a
Throw a
fact.
couple good spirits in there, and